as we've reported, the procession just is underway, and so Highway Patrol wanted to make drivers aware that there will be closures on I-15 tonight, especially those areas where you are headed north from Taylorsville, then up here into Tremonton and all the way to Logan. The timing of that is a little bit up in the air, and we've shown you shots of Chopper 5. That procession is underway, but it is going to affect traffic, and that is going to be a factor in your driving plans. You'll want to take that into account. Now, we have been watching as people have gone from town to the procession route. People here are waiting for that procession to welcome their fallen hero with flags, with balloons, with ribbons, blue ribbons, and wanting to show their support, because really at this point they are mourning and coming together. News specialist Andrew Adams is there along the procession route. Andrew, so many people in this town have had firsthand interactions with this officer. You've talked to them all night. Share what you are hearing and seeing on that end.
Well, Deanie, that's really been the remarkable thing, is it seems like a lot of people, if not everybody, has some sort of personal connection or at least has connection to law enforcement, and they feel very strongly about coming out here. Now, eventually, the procession is going to make its way to Rudd Funeral Home here, where Sergeant Lee Sorensen is going to be brought by the procession. Again, timing a little bit TBD right now, but it is on its way. In the meantime, I've got Chad Obel over here, who's one of the people who's come out this afternoon. Chad, just your thoughts on why you came out. You're talking about a couple of law enforcement and military connections close to you, just as you're waiting.
True. I knew Officer Sorensen, Sergeant Sorensen. Estrada I've met once or twice, but small town, we like to come out and support our own. It's a tragedy, but everybody comes together in a moment like this, and it's nice to see it. It makes you humble. I do have connection to military. I have connection to law enforcement through the years, so yeah.
For somebody who doesn't know these officers, what would you like people to know about them?
From what I knew, Officer Sorensen, yeah, he was really kind, a big gentleman. The few incidents we had to have him come out for, tragedies at our house, whatever. Very respectful gentleman. He said Estrada I didn't know very well, but I've met him once or twice. He seemed very nice as well. So.
Just seeing so many other people from the community out here today, what's the range of emotions like for you just watching that, and just really since receiving the news earlier today? What's in your heart right now?
Probably pride and a little bit of humility right now. I mean, it's a sad deal, to know somebody like that passes away of such a tragic event. But to see everybody come together like this, it also makes you very happy. It's exciting in a humbling way to know that when something like this happens, everybody's right there. I mean, in a few moments' notice, a couple hours' notice, everybody's out here, thousands of people lining up to see this procession, and it's really nice to see.
Chad Obel, I appreciate it so much. We are awaiting that procession. Well, we'll keep you updated here from the funeral home. Deanie, back to you.
Yep, those are sobering but heartfelt comments. Andrew, thank you. News specialist Alex Cabrero is also along the procession route, and for better and worse, Alex, a lot of people were planning to be along this procession route anyway, even before the awful events of last night.
That's right, Deanie. Today was actually supposed to be the start of the Box Elder County Fair with a horse parade through town that under normal circumstances would have started about an hour ago and still been going on now. However, of course, after what happened last night, that horse parade was canceled, and fair organizers were asking everybody who was planning on going to the horse parade to come out here instead to show their support for these officers. And that's exactly what we are kind of seeing. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people lining the streets here with American flags and blue ribbons tied on almost anything. Now, for all the differences we have in our country right now, this is a moment to put that aside and just come together as one to show support for these officers. As we mentioned, today was supposed to be the start of the Box Elder County Fair with that horse parade. Their fairgrounds are here in Tremonton, and this year, that's a big one for the area because it's the 100th anniversary of the fair. There are signs and flyers throughout town marking the 100th. Even though the horse parade was canceled, the fair will still go on as planned, and those in charge of it say it might be as needed this week as ever.
We're still going to have a 100-year celebration because bad guys don't win. We're going to continue to make this go forward and honor these officers, and there will be tributes throughout the week to these Tremonton officers, and we're concerned about our deputy as well. We're going to go visit with him today and see how he's doing. But our goal is to make sure the people of Box Elder County know that we're behind our law enforcement 100%.
Yeah, the fair can be a place for people to come together, hug, cry, smile, and just feel part of a community that is hurting right now. And back here live in Tremonton, you can see some of the folks out here with signs and stuff letting law enforcement officers know that they support and love the families. We're seeing that pretty much throughout town here as people are waiting for this procession to come through. They say they will wait here as long as it takes because this is something they feel like, especially in a small community, they have to be a part of. Dee Dee, back to you.
Yeah, Alex, from what I have seen as well, I think there's going to be no doubt at the time this procession arrives that this community is fully supporting those officers and their families. Thanks for that report.